58, right there. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty of fresh downs, it's 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hey, 18. 57 Mike. Mike 57.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Motion.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins completes it right side to Doxson. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big
blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Escapes the sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Double tight.
You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
All day, just like that. Just
Ran.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
watch out.
Alert. Check 52.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
This is fielded inside the 5.
The Redskins
We
take
play
over
to
the
win.
first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
17. Check, bunt set. Check, bunt set. 26.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson, and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Thompson. Past the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss play. This is Peterson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
A reminder that we kick off Week 4 on Thursday night. A good one in Lambeau. Eagles and Packers, two teams with eyes on the playoffs this year in the NFC. Coverage starting at 8:20 Eastern. And hard to believe it, we also have a couple of teams coming up on a bye week already in Week 4, the Jets and the Niners.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, D.
They go play action with Haskins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw, Haskins. It's brought in by Jackson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go, D. Switch.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Strong right.
Out of the gun, Geis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I got you. I got you.
They'll run it here with Perine, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The catch made by Miller. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
I'm coming out. 18. Check. Fresno.
They'll go to Perine, trying to pound it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Samaje Perine, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 18 Gator. So we got man.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Come on, D.
They run again with Peterson. Got some room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
Yeah, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
He'll return it from the 6. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Come on. 180. 56. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
56.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete right side to Gabriel. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
You can't block me.
Trubisky under pressure, and they got to him again. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They come out here in the I. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are in for 6. Extra point safely through, and that will get them one closer.
Redskins 42, Bears 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
On the return. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buddy up! 26 Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration. Get some penetration. Whip.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
This is fielded at the 7. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Ryan Kerrigan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
You better be afraid of me. No. 56.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And Robinson with a big catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Bears on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out right at the 35. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Trubisky, and he's got Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now it's Trubisky. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Trubisky will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert! Hey, exit. 56. 56, the mic, boys. 56.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.